Here you can see where the waterline generally was because of the growth covering the metal. It's a very stark dividing line between the waterline and the rusted bits above water. It also shows just how much was left aboard the ship. Even the light anti-aircraft guns were still aboard because the Russians saw no need to remove them. They remained in place right in front of the bridge as the ship fell apart around them. The next three pictures will wrap up the pre-scrapping looks. First, an angle from the surface and further out. This is just another look at the superstructure from a different perspective. The second picture, on the other hand, is from much closer in. Here you can see where rangefinders began to slump over, as well as a good look at her funnel, which actually held up pretty well, considering how long the cruiser was sitting there. The area at the base of the funnel seems a bit rougher, though, probably because of tidal action. It's also another good example of where the water line shifted with those tides. The third picture is similar, but from the other side of the ship. It gives a better look at the rangefinders and how wrecked the aft superstructure really was. Not much of note beyond that, however. With that covered, then, let's move on to the actual scrapping process. As the ship was drained and more of the hull was exposed, scrappers descended upon Murmansk. The first things to go were the light superstructure bits: the bridge, the funnel, and the rangefinders. As you can see from this set of images, it left the cruiser looking very bare, for lack of a better term. The bridge structure and bow turrets are gone in the first picture, leaving the bow very empty. It gives a good look at the hull lines, which are still elegant even in this state, but that's about it. What might be more interesting than the bare bow is the amidships area. I've put an arrow in where it looks like the hull is buckled and broke. I'm not sure if that's from the scrapping or from the 20 plus years of tidal action. If it was tidal action, it goes a long way towards explaining why there was no attempt to refloat the wreck.